You've got to understand your subject that you're campaigning against, whether it's intensive farming, animal experiments, saving, a wood in the environment, or whatever. You've got to really understand what is going on within that. And for example, horse racing, you've got to understand that industry. Once you understand that industry, you have to analyze, where are the problems? First of all, are there any problems? Of which, of course, there are. And you establish what those problems are, and you try and find a way to resolve them. So it could be that you go to them. For example, I took a photograph of a horse being shot on a race course. I went to this race course just to see what was going on. Horse died in front of me, was shot in the head. I took a photograph, and that ended up on the front page of the Daily Mirror, which is one of the leading newspapers in Britain. And that got public support, because nobody, before I took that photograph, nobody had ever seen a horse with a gun to the heads before. And then I got the horse dead on the floor, laid dead, and that was published as well. And that immediately made the industry think, right, it's now on the public agenda. It's now on the political agenda, because we took this politically a bit further on a few years later. So we find out what the problems are. We go to the media expose that to the public, and the public put pressure on politicians, and that forces the industry to change.